Most of you are running a collection of disconnected islands and calling it a holding. You're paying for electricity at Agrico while you're venting thermal energy at Mobilis. You're paying for fertilizer while your fish waste is clogging your filters. You don't have a profit problem, you have a connection problem. I'm releasing the Industrial Symbiosis Audit, the plan to turn the waste of one subsidiary into the fuel for the next. We are going to kill the isolation tax, bridge your industries, and turn your business units into a single breathing organism. The masterclass and the Symbiosis mapping ledgers are live. Link in bio. Feed the machine. Stop being proud of how independent your subsidiaries are. If Agrico can survive without Mobilis, and Mobilis doesn't need Agrico, you are leaving 40% of your potential margin in the gap between them. You are suffering from industrial schizophrenia. You're paying 2 different utility bills, 2 different logistics fees, and 2 different waste management taxes because you refuse to build a bridge. You're working hard to keep each island afloat, but you're ignoring the fact that the trash from your fish tanks is the treasure for your larvae energy. You're an industrialist who is being bled by the very walls you built to organize your companies. It's time to stop segregating and start integrating. In the hard sectors, isolation is a liability. The most powerful empires on Earth, from the Rockefellers to the modern tech giants, didn't just own different companies, they owned the relationship between them. When Agrico's organic waste becomes the biogas for Mobilis's fleet, you aren't just saving money, you are creating a sovereign energy loop. You become immune to market price spikes because you are your own supplier. The Industrial Symbiosis Audit is your tool to map the waste-to-wealth pathways across your entire holding. If one hand feeds the other, you become an unstoppable force. It's time to stop disposing and start powering. Look at your current intercompany flow. This is the before state. It's a world of fragmented ghosts. You harvest tilapia at Agrico. The nutrient-rich wastewater is pumped out. You pay a fee for that. Meanwhile, at your other site, you are paying for high-nitrogen fertilizer for your peripheral crops. At Mobilis, you are paying the full market rate for fuel, while Agrico's biomass is rotting in the sun, releasing methane that could have been captured. Your total holding efficiency is at 50%. You have thermal friction, energy being wasted in one place and bought in another. You're an entrepreneur who is being sabotaged by your own clean silos. You are operating 2 engines that are burning twice the fuel to reach the same destination because they aren't sharing the heat. Now let's visualize the after state. This is industrial symbiosis. In this state, you have cross-subsidiary vitality. Your symbiosis audit has identified that Agrico's waste is the primary feedstock for your energy unit. You have energy sovereignty. You use Innovtech digesters to turn fish sludge into methane. That methane powers the generators for your cold chain storage. Your Symbiosis audit ledger shows a waste-to-energy conversion rate that makes your external utility bill look like a rounding error. When you talk to partners, you don't show them a company. You show them a closed-loop ecosystem. Transparency creates alpha resilience. You can survive a total market collapse because your holding feeds itself. You aren't managing businesses, you are governing a metabolic system. How do you cross that bridge from fragmented to symbiotic? You use the Industrial Symbiosis mapping ledger. The bridge is built by the daily discipline of metabolic auditing. Step 1, the waste stream inventory. List every single byproduct of Agrico, not just the fish, but the heat, the water, the CO2, and the sludge. Step 2, the input matching. Look at Mobilis and your other ventures. Which of these wastes can replace a paid input? Step 3, the pipeline action. Invest in the bridge infrastructure, the pipes, the digesters, the heat exchangers that connect the 2 units. This bridge is governed by the zero external input target. You align your growth with the circular economy standards of 2026. You reinvest your intercompany savings into Innovtech, smart grid monitors, and waste processing hardware to ensure every calorie is captured. This is how you move from owning a group to owning a machine. You are training the ant to connect the wires so the alpha can turn on the light. By now, the awareness should be absolute. In the 2026 industrial landscape, the most efficient ecosystem wins. You've heard the protocol. You understand that your subsidiary's trash is your holding's fuel. But a symbiosis audit is just a piece of paper until you look at the waste from Agrico and see the energy from Mobilis. I am using this exact metabolic logic to build Alpha Holding. We don't just collect businesses, we connect them. I've made the Industrial Symbiosis Audit Protocol and the mapping ledgers available to you. I've uploaded the spreadsheets, the ones that track your intercompany energy ROI and your waste-to-wealth conversion, to my Patreon. This is the industrial manual for the entrepreneur who is ready to stop being a collector and start being a creator. I am not looking for diversified owners. I am looking for architects of the loop. On the Corifea Patreon, you are getting the steel, the biogas digester technical specs, the heat exchange mapping roadmaps, and the framework for building your own sovereign metabolic dashboard for 2027. Your task for this week is clinical. Perform a waste stream inventory on Agrico. Identify one byproduct that you are currently paying to get rid of. Map its connection to Mobilis by Friday. Find the link, build the bridge, master the symbiosis, own the empire. Go to the link in my bio. Join the Corifea Inner Circle on Patreon. Download the Industrial Symbiosis Audit and start your metabolic pivot today. The horizon belongs to the one whose world feeds itself. I am Parfait Eddie, and this is Corifea Strategic. I'll see you on the inside.